A Des Moines man has a new lease on life. We first met Anthony Harper about a year ago while he waited for a new heart.
Only on KCCI, our Marcus McIntosh visited Anthony a little more than a month after a successful heart transplant.
We first met Anthony Harper a year ago, February. He was awaiting and needed a new heart. Well, he got that heart this past January. In February, he was released from the hospital. Today, we're at his home to see how he's doing.
Anthony Harper is calm, sitting on the couch in his living room now. Not the same demeanor when he answered the phone January 29th.
Yeah, it was just, oh, it's just, there's, you know, you get the call and it takes a few seconds to register what they're saying. It's just, okay.
On his way to the hospital for a surgery he knew offered no guarantees.
You know, you kind of have the thought of what if this goes wrong? What if I'm riding to the end? But where else I'm gonna go?
He was in surgery late that night, and by 6 in the morning, he had a new heart, leaving Harper with this scar. Replacing the portable pump and defibrillator that were his lifeline when we first met him in February of 2023. When he woke up that evening, he felt stronger. He was walking the next day.
Definitely more me than I've been for a long time.
Harper admits during his wait for a new heart, he sometimes wanted to give up.
There's a lot of times I was done with it. I wanted to turn off the medicine. I didn't want to do it anymore.
Now 31 with a new heart, for the first time in a long time, he is thinking about what he wants to do with the rest of his life.
Whatever I want, I suppose. I don't plan to have gone through something like this just to keep doing what I was doing. I'm really just going to try to do everything I could hope to dream of.
Harper knows his gain is another family's loss. Words can't express his gratitude.
I don't think I could just say I appreciate it or thank you and that's enough. Or that it sucks for the people who lost somebody. I don't know the words to say. All I can say is I'm not going to waste it.
Harper knows nothing about the person whose heart is keeping him alive. He says he would love to meet the donor's family in the future. In Des Moines, Marcus McIntosh, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
And Harper is currently on 14 medications. You saw them laid out there on the table during that story. Some he has to take more than once a day. He says what he learned the most is to appreciate the people who care about you.